Welcome to the first Roy Morgan weekly update for 2024. This will be a short update featuring the federal vote, consumer confidence and inflation expectations. Let's begin with the federal voting intention. The coalition has gained ground over Labor on a two-party preferred basis and is now standing at 51%. That's up by 1%, while the ALP has dipped by 1 point to 49%. Turning our attention though to the primary vote, support for the coalition is 39%. That's marking a 1% rise since December, while the ALP has faced a notable setback with a 3% decline to 29%. The Greens experienced a 1.5% increase, reaching 13%. One Nation has seen a 0.5% uptick to 5%, and support for independents and other parties remains steady at 14%. Roy Morgan government confidence was up 3 points to 80 this week. A majority of Australians, 52%, still believe the country's going in the wrong direction. But that's 3.5 points lower than before Christmas, so that's good. And only 32%, down 0.5%, believe the country's going in the right direction. Now some good news with consumer confidence. ANZ Roy Morgan consumer confidence increased 3 points to 84.8 in the first week of 2024, taking the index to its highest since early Feb 2023. Consumer confidence started 2024 8.4 points higher than a month ago in early December, and is now nearly 7 points above the 2023 weekly average of 78. However, despite the increase in consumer confidence has now spent a record 47 weeks below the mark of 85, so it's still low and is 2.6 points lower than the same week a year ago. So in January 2023, consumer confidence was 87.4. There were mixed results around the states, with consumer confidence up in the larger states of New South Wales, Victoria and Queensland, but down slightly in Western Australia and South Australia. The drivers of this week's increase were improved buying intention in the post-Christmas sales period, no surprises there, but also less concern about the economy's performance over the next year and the next 5 years. The consumer confidence of home owners increased 1.3 points to 91.4 this week. That's the highest it's been for this group since January 22 last year. Consumer confidence for renters also increased, up 4.9 points to 82.1, the highest it's been for this group since July 2023. Consumer confidence of people paying off their homes, that's people with a mortgage, was also up 3.9 points to 80.2. This is still lower than the other groups and is still lower than it was for this group in mid-December. Inflation expectations, they were down slightly by 0.1 percentage points to 5.2%. That means Australians are expecting annual inflation of 5.2% over the next 2 years. That's just below the 4-week average of 5.3%, but still above the official rate of 4.9%. And that's a wrap for this week. Thanks for listening today. I'll be bringing you weekly updates on consumer confidence, inflation expectations and voting intentions, as well as the latest research Roy Morgan's conducting. See you next week.